Disturbing. He says the 10-month-old was assaulted and raped by her own father. And apparently when she stopped breathing, it's alleged that he waited over an hour before calling for help.
Please take a seat and grab some tissue. In a harrowing tale that has left a community in shock, the conviction of Austin Kamal Stevens has cast a stark and chilling light on the depths of human depravity. This is a story that begins with the intentional killing and sexual assault of his own infant daughter, Zara Scruggs, in October 2020. Curious to learn more about this topic? Stay tuned, as we're about to explore it in greater detail. Welcome to Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. Hit the subscribe button and bell to be notified of more off-the-wall crime stories. With a disturbing swiftness as Stevens, once a resident of Lower Providence, Pennsylvania, now stands guilty on multiple charges, including first-degree murder, involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, and endangering the welfare of a child. The speed with which the jury reached a verdict, just 90 minutes of deliberation, suggests that the evidence presented during the trial was compelling and led to a clear decision regarding Stevens' guilt. This conviction represents an important step in the legal process and underscores the seriousness of the crimes he was charged with. While this is a significant milestone in seeking justice for Zara Scruggs and her family, the legal proceedings are likely to continue with sentencing hearings and the potential for appeals. The case serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of the legal system in holding individuals accountable for their actions, particularly in cases involving such heinous crimes against vulnerable victims. For the latest updates on this case and any subsequent legal developments, it is advisable to refer to reliable news sources and official statements from the Montgomery County authorities. Judge William R. Carpenter wasted no time in delivering the sentence to Austin Kamal Stevens after his conviction. Stevens was sentenced to life imprisonment, which is the mandatory term for a conviction of first-degree murder, given that first-degree murder involves an intentional killing. Stevens' decision not to testify during the 3-day trial and his refusal to address the judge before the sentence was imposed reflects his choice to remain silent in the face of the verdict. He offered no words or statements as he was escorted from the courtroom by county sheriff's deputies to begin serving his life sentence behind bars. Life imprisonment without the possibility of parole is one of the most severe penalties in the criminal justice system, reflecting the gravity of the crimes committed. This sentence is intended to ensure that the convicted individual serves the rest of their life in prison, with no chance of release. The immediate imposition of this sentence underscores the seriousness of the crimes and the court's commitment to delivering justice for the victim, Zara Scruggs, and her family. While the legal proceedings have reached their conclusion with this sentencing, it is important to remember that the impact of such a tragic event continues for the victim.
I'm gonna miss her. It is impossible to imagine what the family of 10-month-old Zara Scruggs is going through.
I can't sleep. I still wake up at 5.
But hundreds of friends, family members, neighbors in Norristown want to make sure they're not going through it alone.
Say your name! Zara!
At least 500 people.
First Assistant District Attorney Edward F. McCann Jr.'s reaction to the verdict reflects the profound shock and horror that this case has elicited within the legal community and the broader public. He stated, "I've been doing this a long time. We've seen a lot of terrible things in our careers. This is basically a new level of horror for me, to see a father sexually abuse and kill their child and then be so cold and cavalier about what he did after the fact. I think the jury saw that, and I think this verdict shows that." McCann's words emphasize the extraordinary nature of the crimes committed by Austin Kamal Stevens and the chilling lack of remorse or empathy displayed afterward. The prosecution's case, coupled with the evidence presented during the trial, evidently left a deep impression on both legal professionals and the jury. Cases like this one underscore the profound emotional toll that such heinous crimes can have on those involved in the justice system. They also serve as a stark reminder of the need for a robust legal process to hold individuals accountable for their actions and to seek justice for the victims and their families. This verdict signifies a clear message from the jury that such acts of violence and cruelty will not be tolerated, and those responsible will face the harshest consequences under the law. It also reflects the commitment of the legal system to address and adjudicate even the most disturbing and horrific cases to ensure justice is served. First Assistant District Attorney Edward F. McCann Jr.'s statement further reinforces the sense of justice achieved in this case. He expressed, "I definitely feel that we got justice for Zara. I'm very appreciative of the jury's service in this case. I could see that this case affected them greatly." McCann's words acknowledge the significant impact that this case had not only on the legal team but also on the jury, who played a pivotal role in delivering the verdict. McCann and co-prosecutor Brianna Ringwood's pursuit of the first-degree murder conviction underscores their belief that Austin Kamal Stevens deliberately and intentionally caused the death of 10-month-old Zara Scruggs. Their argument and presentation of evidence during the trial ultimately convinced the jury of Stevens' guilt, leading to the conviction and life sentence. Securing justice in cases as horrifying and heartbreaking as this one is a crucial aspect of the legal system, and it provides some closure to the victim's family and the community.
Street in front of the home where Zara, known affectionately as Moo, lived with her mother Erica.
I just love y'all because y'all love my baby. And I appreciate everybody.
The statement by co-prosecutor Brianna Ringwood highlights the profoundly disturbing and tragic nature of the crimes committed by the defendant, Austin Kamal Stevens. Ringwood asserted, "The defendant sexually abused his 10-month-old little girl and then he willfully and deliberately let her die to cover up what he did to her." This statement underscores the prosecutor's belief that Stevens not only committed heinous acts against his own child but also took deliberate actions to conceal his actions, ultimately leading to her death. The presence of more than 24 individuals in the courtroom, many wearing pink face coverings or t-shirts embossed with "Justice for Zara," signifies the strong support and solidarity of the community for the baby and her family. Such cases can deeply affect a community, and the visible display of support in the courtroom is a testament to the empathy and concern for those who were touched by this heartbreaking tragedy. The verdict in this case represents an important step towards delivering justice for Zara Scruggs and ensuring that those responsible for her suffering are held accountable for their actions. It also serves as a reminder of the importance of addressing and preventing child abuse and violence against the most vulnerable members of society.
I just love y'all because y'all love my baby. And I appreciate everybody.
Releasing thousands of balloons in the infant's memory, trying to erase the thought of the heinous way
her mother, Erica Scruggs, took to social media to thank her supporters. "I'm not okay," she wrote in a public Facebook post that received hundreds of comments and well wishes from the community. "I really have no words." Despite her all-too-short life, Zara had a significant impact on the people she touched, friends and family said. "She was smart. She was silly. She was sassy. She was perfect. She was a beautiful baby and brought so much beauty into hundreds of lives. She brought us together, and we will fight for her forever," wrote Brianna Cassandra Wise, who launched the GoFundMe. Wise said that the donations, which have already come in from more than 250 people, will be used for the memorial service and to start a foundation in memory of Zara. "We have to fight for my baby," Erica Scruggs wrote. Zara's father, Austin Stevens, 29, has been arrested and charged with aggravated assault, rape of a child, and related counts in her death. Stevens had a joint custody agreement with Zara's mother, according to authorities. He had just moved into a home on the 3400 block of Germantown Pike in Lower Providence on October 1, and served as an assistant coach for the Lower Providence Warriors youth football team, the district attorney's office said. The incident that occurred on the evening of Saturday, October 3, involving the assault and subsequent tragic death of 10-month-old Zara Scruggs, is deeply disturbing. It is essential to provide a more detailed context to understand the severity of the situation. After the assault took place, between 9:27 p.m. and 10:22 p.m., Austin Stevens reportedly conducted a series of Google searches on his phone. These searches included phrases such as, "If baby stops breathing," "What if you don't hear baby heart or beat," "My baby isn't breathing," and "How do you know if a baby is dead?" These searches indicate a concerning and alarming behavior, suggesting that Stevens may have been aware of the gravity of his actions and was seeking information or assistance. The fact that these searches were conducted raises important questions about the circumstances leading up to and following the incident. It may indicate an attempt to cover up the crime or seek guidance on how to deal with the consequences of his actions, which is life in prison. When it comes to children, children are the embodiment of innocence, their hearts and minds untouched by the burdens of the adult world. As the most vulnerable members of society, it is our moral obligation to shield them from harm, nurturing their innate purity and providing an environment where they can grow, learn, and flourish. Protecting children ensures not only their well-being but also the preservation of our collective future, where their innocence serves as the wellspring of hope, compassion, and progress. Thanks for watching Off the Wall Crimes, Lost Souls Edition. I will see you in the next video.